Have you ever caught yourself missing someone who hurt you, and then immediately thought, wait, why do I miss this person? The same person who caused stress, tears, and emotional damage now lives rent-free in your head. If that sounds familiar, relax. You're not broken, weak, or dramatic. You're human. And today, we're going to unpack why we miss people who hurt us in a way that might make you laugh, nod, and say, "Oh, that's me." Let's start with a simple truth most people don't like to admit. Missing someone does not mean they were good for you. It just means your brain is doing what brains do best, holding on to what feels familiar. Think about it like this. You know that old, uncomfortable chair at home? The one with the broken leg that almost betrays you every time you sit on it? You hate it, you complain about it, but somehow you still sit on it instead of buying a new one. Why? Because it's your chair. It's familiar. People work the same way. One of the biggest reasons we miss people who hurt us is emotional attachment. Your brain doesn't attach to pain, it attaches to patterns. If someone was part of your daily routine, your late-night talks, your jokes, your arguments, your silences, your brain learned their presence like a habit. And habits don't disappear just because they were unhealthy. That's why your brain doesn't miss the fights. It misses the in-between moments, the laughs, the comfort, the feeling of not being alone. And here's where it gets tricky. Your mind has a bad habit of becoming a professional editor. It cuts out the painful scenes and keeps replaying the highlights. Suddenly, the disrespect fades, but that one sweet memory feels crystal clear. Your brain says, "Remember when they made you laugh like no one else?" But it conveniently forgets the stress, the anxiety, and the way you lost yourself trying to keep them. Another powerful reason we miss people who hurt us is unfinished emotional business. When something ends badly, your brain doesn't like loose ends. It wants closure. It wants answers. It wants that perfect conversation where everything finally makes sense, trying to keep them. So instead of moving on, your mind keeps reopening the file. What if I said this differently? What if I tried harder? What if they changed? Let's add a little humor here because this part is painfully relatable. You ever miss someone at 2 a.m. and think, maybe it wasn't that bad? But then at 2 p.m. the next day, you're like, oh no, it was that bad. That's your emotional brain fighting your logical brain, and your emotional brain usually shows up first, uninvited. There's also something called intermittent reward, and this one is sneaky. When someone hurts you sometimes, but treats you well other times, your brain gets confused. It's like playing a slot machine. Most of the time you lose, but once in a while you win, and that small win feels huge. Those rare good moments become addictive. Your brain keeps chasing them, thinking maybe next time will be better, even when history clearly says otherwise. And let's not ignore this uncomfortable truth. Sometimes we miss people because they validated us. They made us feel chosen, important, seen. Even if they hurt us, they filled the space inside us that now feels empty. So when they're gone, the pain isn't always about them. It's about the silence they left behind. Here's the part most people need to hear but don't want to. Missing someone who hurt you does not mean you should go back. It means your nervous system is adjusting. It means your heart is detoxing from something familiar. Growth is uncomfortable like that. Healing doesn't feel peaceful at first. Sometimes it feels lonely. Sometimes it feels boring. And sometimes it feels like missing someone who never truly gave you what you needed. But here's the good news. Every time you don't go back, every time you don't send that message, every time you choose yourself instead of familiarity, your brain slowly learns a new pattern. One day, you'll think about them and feel nothing. Not anger, not sadness, just neutrality. And that's when you'll realize you didn't miss them. You missed the version of yourself that hoped things would be different. So if you're missing someone who hurt you right now, don't judge yourself. You're not weak, you're healing. And healing is messy before it's freeing. If this hit a little too close to home, you're not alone. And if you want more honest, human conversations about the mind, emotions, and the things we don't talk about enough, make sure you subscribe to MindScript, because understanding your mind doesn't just change how you think, it changes who you choose next.